Watching Beyond 100 Days with Nifemi Oguntoye. Welcome to the program, everyone. Let's begin with some updates in the fight against corruption. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has now declared wanted the former governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello, in connection with the alleged case of money laundering to the tune of 80 billion naira. The former governor was absent from court today in the alleged money laundering charge against him. EFCC says the service of the charge on him was frustrated yesterday at his residence, adding that the former governor is being protected by a person who enjoys immunity. Reacting to that development, the Attorney General of the Federation says anyone who's been invited by the EFCC is urged to put away any obstruction and answer their invitation. Lateef Fagbemi noted that a situation where public officials who are subject to protection by law enforcement agents set up a scheme of obstruction to the civil and commendable efforts of the EFCC to perform its duty is worrisome. We'll follow that story closely and we'll bring you more updates subsequently. Now to the National Executive Council meeting of the People's Democratic Party, which held at the party secretariat in Abuja today. Acting chairman of the PDP, Umar Damagum, while addressing the council, said the last general election brought lots of challenges the party must address. He said the last election was accepted by the party despite the difficulties PDP encountered during the litigation processes. He adds that a reconciliation committee needs to be set up to reconstitute, especially to those who were aggrieved at the last election. So Damango said preparation is ongoing to ensure PDP's victory in the upcoming Edo and Ondo elections. In attendance, a former presidential candidate of the party, Atiku Abubakar, FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, and governors under the umbrella of the party, as well as former governors and national executives of the PDP.
We must also understand that Nigerians are in love with our party, and they see this party as their common hope. They are anxiously looking up to us to bring succor and relief. It is expected that the decision and outcome of today's NEC meeting will strengthen our party, bring answers to the many questions in the heart of our members, brighten our future, and further reposition us for the challenges that is ahead of us.
Demola Lawrence just returned from the secretariat of the People's Democratic Party. He joins me live from our Abuja studio. Demola, is it clear how PDP intends to resolve the sharp divisions within its ranks following the last presidential election? What concrete steps are being taken at the NEC meeting?
Yeah, so before the NEC meeting, there were a series of meetings, of course, that led to that particular NEC meeting, one of which is a National Caucus meeting that happened yesterday night, and the BOT meeting, of course, early this morning by 10 a.m., and a couple of decisions were taken before the NEC meeting. But after the NEC meeting, it was resolved totally that a reconciliatory and a disciplinary committee set up to look at all the aggrieved members and all the issues that have happened in the party since the 2023 general elections after the party had lost to the All Progressive Congress. So a whole lot of issues that the party is actually looking at the crisis in Rivers State with the FCT minister, the former governor there, and the incumbent, Fubara, and of course with the division within the party for and against for the acting national chairman. But after the NEC meeting today, it was put to bear, by extending, the national chairman stay till August, where they will have another Congress after the local, state, and ward Congress. That, of course, would happen between June and August. And by September, when they will go, by August 15, they will decide that by September, they will go to another NEC meeting that, of course, give them another level of leadership that will palliate the affairs of the party.
It's the second day we're seeing Nyesom Wike and Abubakar Atiku together at a meeting. Did you witness any interaction or confrontation between them?
No, of course, there was no interaction. Even since yesterday when the two of them were together at the National Caucus meeting in between them yesterday was, of course, the former vice president. But today they came differently. Of course, yesterday they also came differently. Today they also came differently. They came into the meeting. I think the most important thing for PDP as at this time is not to look at the rankles in between the two big factions that you may say, insinuations that are going around. They just want to focus for them, and that is what they want to do. They just want to focus on their party, re-strategize, as elections in Ondo are also coming up, and of course towards the 2027 elections. So they are not looking at the bigger picture. They are not looking at the picture. Don't let me say the bigger picture. They are not looking at the picture of whether who is to be. They just want to focus according to them. They don't want distractions. There are people, according to them, they are most in the party who want the party to destroy, so they want to just focus on what the party is all about, the foundation of the party for them that has been destroyed. Everybody should pull their differences aside and work for the party. That is what they are all about, and that is what they try to treat today. But for majority of journalists that were there, they were thinking the issue of the leadership tussle will actually be settled today. But of course, the PDP were able to shy away from that particular issue to a large extent.
Very interesting development. It's been widely rumored that the FCT minister was going to be suspended. But it seems he was well welcomed by colleagues at the PDP. We'll see how it all plays out, in the coming days. Demola Lawrence live for us in Abuja. Away from that, we'll turn into the APC governorship primary in Ondo State, scheduled for this Saturday. I'll be back with one of the aspirants who's raised some petition about the conduct of the party. Stay with us, everyone. Now, 7 out of 16 governorship aspirants have petitioned the National Secretariat of the party, the APC, complaining about anomalies observed ahead of the primary. The aspirants faulted the revalidation of the membership register to be used for the primary election slated for this Saturday. They allege that a particular aspirant has gone ahead with massive printing of fake party slips, which they claim he has distributed to lots of persons